Hello there, very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the News First studio here in Colombo. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Let's start off with a look at the headlines for this afternoon. Investigations underway over the triple homicide in Vallampitia. 15-year-old molested and murdered in the Lanka area in Ratnapura. Former Chief Minister of the Eastern Province, Pilyan, further remanded until the 24th. And on international news, 23 journalists reported missing in Mexico in the last 12 years. On to those stories in detail. The body of a 15-year-old boy has been found in a room inside a shed in the Marapana area in Ratnapura. Police said that this could be a homicide. According to the police, the child's limbs were bound. The deceased was a resident of the Lanka area in Marapana, Ratnapura. The Ratnapura magistrate is to conduct the magisterial inquest into the body, which was discovered this morning. Police have launched an extensive investigation into the triple homicide that took place in Vallampitia. 3 persons were shot dead at midnight yesterday in the Geval 20 area in Vallampitia. The deceased were residents of the Kittampawa area of Vallampitia. The victims were identified as 19-year-old Tharendra Dilshan, 24-year-old Nipuna Nirash and 49-year-old Mohammad Zubari Mohammad Rizmi.
A group of police officers came and asked to open the door. When we asked who it was, they said that they were from the police and asked us to open the door. But we did not open the door. Instead, we told them that he wasn't at home. They kicked open the door and shot him. 2 persons came and asked to open the door. When my mother asked who it was, they repeated that they were from the police, kicking the door, and later he opened fire and my father rushed out and they shot my father on his forehead and shoulder. When my husband came out, they shot him as well. And then I embraced him and they shot him again. My father and my husband.
The victims succumbed to their injuries upon admission to the National Hospital. The suspects connected to the homicide have not been identified as yet, and the Vallampitia police are conducting further investigations. Elsewhere, police said that they arrested an individual with an unlicensed foreign-made double-barreled 12-bore shotgun in the Galdo area in Ambalangoda. The suspect is a resident from the Kuligoda area and will be produced before the Vallampitia magistrates today. Moving on to more local news, the Constitutional Council will convene today and the session will be presided over by Speaker Karujaya Surya.
Secretary General of Parliament Dhammika Dasanayaka said that the 3 names nominated by the President for the post of Attorney General will be taken up for discussion at the meeting today. He believes that a decision will be reached following an agreement reached by the members.
On to one of our headline stories, the former Chief Minister of the Eastern Province, Sivanesathurai Chandrakantan alias Pilyan, was further remanded until the 24th of this month. He was further remanded after he and 3 others were produced before the Batiklo Magistrates Court.
Former Eastern Province Chief Minister Sivanesathurai Chandrakantan faces charges in connection with the killing of former TNA parliamentarian Joseph Pararajasingham, who was shot dead on the 25th of December 2005 in Batiklo. He was arrested by the CID on the 9th of October last year.
A kidney transplant surgery was performed at the Polonnaruwa General Hospital for the first time. The successful operation was performed by the doctors and staff at the hospital.
The transplant was performed on M.A. Lakshman Samankumara, a 35-year-old resident of the Unagala area in Polonnaruwa. Doctors identified that both his kidneys were dysfunctional at a clinic held in the Polonnaruwa General Hospital over a month ago. The patient's mother then stepped forward to donate her kidney to save her son's life. According to doctors, both the mother and son who underwent the surgery are now recovering.
Two elephant calves that fled the Udawalawa elephant transit home were discovered in the Kakulkatwe area in Hambegamua. According to the locals, the reason for elephants to enter settlement areas is malfunctioning elephant fence set up in the Rathambagala area in Hambegamua.
Locals discovered the two elephant calves in the paddy field in the Kukulkatwa area in Hambegamua. Our correspondent in the area reported that the officer from the Department of Wildlife captured one of the calves after they were informed of it. The elephant calf had suffered gunshot injuries. The other elephant calf was captured in close proximity by the officers from the Department of Wildlife. Our correspondent reported that when the lorry to transport the elephant calves arrived at the location, one of the calves fled right before the officers' very own eyes. Our correspondent added that the operation to return the elephant calves back to the Udawalawa elephant transit home was not successful.
The 206th edition of the Newsfirst classroom program took place this morning at the Galkiriyagama Central College.
The Galkiriyagama village is located 20 kilometers away from Damulla towards Kakirawa between Damulla and Anuradhapura. Newsfirst is heading to villages and towns far and wide and is launching the Newsfirst classroom program in a bid to enhance the media literacy among students in those areas. The Newsfirst team used a number of video and audio equipment as well as cameras to bring about an understanding on the operations of the newsroom. Students from the Galkiriyagama Central College participated in the program with much enthusiasm.
Well, that's a wrap of lunchtime news. Remember, to stay ahead, you need to stay close to News First. For that, you simply need to log on to our website, www.newsfirst.lk, or you can even follow our Twitter handle, Newsfirst_EN. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Take care.